What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Empress Ari, back at you with another video. Hope all is well with you today. In this video, let's discuss why you should leave the nest. This is not for someone who's 18 or 19 years old and just barely graduated from high school and is probably about to go to college. This is more for those individuals who are in their mid-20s or older and do not go to college, do not have any type of disability, and still just live at home with their parents. These are people who haven't yet been bold enough to try life out without their parents footing the bill for them. Are you 25 or older and you still live at home with your parents or whoever raised you? Well, stay tuned, because today I will share with you 6 reasons why you should leave the nest. The first reason that you should leave the nest is because you get to see things that your parents didn't expose you to. For example, growing up, we always had peanut butter and grape jelly. I didn't even know there was such a thing as almond butter or cashew butter. I said, damn, I just thought I was gonna pick up some regular peanut butter like my mama used to get, because that's all I had been exposed to. Mama only got grape jelly. So when I went to go and get some jelly to go with my peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I noticed they have apple, they have strawberry, all these different flavors. I'm like, what? Wow. I thought grape jelly was I thought that's how it went. I thought that was just the standard flavor of jelly that goes on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I didn't even know that there were other flavors out there because I had only been exposed to what my mother was buying. When you don't leave the nest, you don't allow yourself to be exposed to other pleasures in life that your parents probably never tried. The second reason that you should leave the nest is because you will instantly get more freedom. In your parents' house, when you live in the nest, you must live by their rules. When you are in your own place, you live by your rules. You get to make your own decisions without being nagged about it. When you leave the nest, you will instantly give yourself much more privacy. You can do anything you want in your own place. Time no longer matters. You can come in whatever time you want. You can leave out whatever time you want. You can smoke indoors. You can smoke outdoors. You can get a pet. You can have a party. You can have 10 parties if you want. You can have a party every day if you want, because you know why? Because it's your place. The third reason you should consider leaving the nest is because you will become more responsible. You will naturally get more and more mature by the day, because now you have to do adult things like pay your own bills and buy your own groceries, gas, and all of that. You will gain your independence by being responsible because you are doing everything for yourself instead of your parents doing all of that for you. When you live at home for too long, some people just never fully mature. They don't mature because their entire existence is still, even with them being an adult, is still being taken care of by their parents. And this can certainly be a downfall in their dating life, because nobody wants to date no grown baby. A lot of people live with their parents as adults because they are being cheap. Many people do contribute to the home where they do live with their parents or a single parent, but it's certainly not half or majority of the bills. It's just a contribution towards the home. And that's it. And it's a small contribution. And they like just having to pay whatever. You know, if they move out, they got to pay that whole rent. They got to pay that whole light bill. And you know, when they live at home with their parents, some people don't even pay nothing. They just living for free. So they like that, you know. But you got to stop being cheap. If that's you, stop being cheap, okay? Stop being cheap. You being cheap right now. There's a lot of people doing that because they know that their parents love them. Their parents don't mind. They're not saying anything. So they just take full advantage of it. But quit playing. Stop being cheap. Leave the nest. The fourth reason you should leave the nest is because your parents have a life too. They done raised you. They done did what they can do for you as a parent. Now it's time for them to get their life back. Did it ever occur to you they might want to get their groove back like Stella? You might be living with a single parent as an adult. Okay, that parent might want some privacy. They might want to have some company over there every now and then. They got a little friend, you know? So you leaving the nest will give them their privacy back. Yeah, some parents want to be able to walk around their house half naked again or completely naked again. You know, why not? I mean, you know, all your kids is grown. You done did all the work. She want to walk around with her titties swinging. He want to walk around with his balls swinging. And he should be able to do that. Many of our parents, let's face it, they some freakaleaks. That's how we got here. So let them get back into their freakaleakness. I mean, gosh, they done did what they could do for you. Go on. The fifth reason you should leave the nest is because you will blossom. When you leave the nest, you will get your wings and fly. Not only will you find out more about the world, you will certainly find out a whole lot more about yourself. You build your character and get mentally stronger when you are alone and reliant upon yourself. There will be some things in life that you will just have to figure out on your own without your parents. And when you leave the nest is when you can do that. Aside from your parents not being able to expose you to things they don't know about, they might not necessarily agree with everything you want to adultingly explore. Yeah, I make up my own words. Life has a way of naturally exposing you to new things, different things, and sometimes even better things. No matter how old you get, your parents will always be your parents. But once you reach a certain age, it's up to you to go out there and figure out the rest for yourself, just like your parents had to do. The sixth reason why you should leave the nest is because once you are an adult, I feel like your parents don't really owe you anything financially. Assuming your parents or parent has been there for you since birth, they shouldn't have to continue footing the bill for your life forever. I mean, I get it, they created you and all of that, but dang, come on, you old enough now to go out there and make your own money. If anything, as an adult, you should eventually start to flip the script. After leaving the nest, after you have a real good hang of things, you should actually consider helping your parents out financially. If you're able to still take care of yourself and still do so, it's nice to give back when you can and show appreciation to the people or person who took care of you all your life. Our parents are getting old, they're getting up there in age. So it'd be nice if they can get a little help so that they can work less. But some people still feel so entitled to their parents' money, even as a full-grown adult. Many people have this like, I am your child and this is what you're supposed to do for me type of attitude. That entitlement is only silently understood when you are a child, when you are a person who is a minor and has no choice but to depend on adults. But having that type of mindset as an adult is destructive and will surely set you up for failure, because you will be walking around here thinking that your parents are just thinking that the whole world owes you something. All right, cool. So we've talked about the reasons you should consider leaving the nest, but now let's talk about how to leave the nest. You want to make sure you already have some type of job or business already going. You will need steady, consistent income that you can continuously pay your bills every month. And you need to have this going before you consider leaving the nest. Don't try to just use money that you saved up over the years from birthday gifts and Christmas and all of that. No, you need a solid income coming in. Create a financial plan for yourself and be sure to stick to it. Save your money. But while we're talking about finances, let's discuss why you might need to potentially level up your income. Because if you want to leave the nest and you still work at a little fast food, job getting like minimum wage or something, that's not going to cut it when you're trying to leave the nest. Okay, you will need something that can cover all of your bills, not just the contribution, the small contribution that you were giving while you're still living at home. You now have to be able to pay rent, pay lights, pay your phone bill, be able to buy some groceries to feed yourself. Like, there's so many different things you have to pay for that you will not be able to pay for on a minimum wage type of salary. It's time to start looking for higher paying jobs with your skills. Even without a college degree, you can still find a higher paying job that pays more than minimum wage. To find a higher paying job, all you have to do is increase your law of averages. Increase the amount of higher paying job applications you are filling out to increase the chances of you scoring one, or two, depending on your goals. This step is a crucial part of your leave the nest process, because if you don't get this right, you will be right back at home at the nest where you just left because you couldn't handle all the bills. Set a time goal for when you want to leave the nest. Think of a reasonable time for you to get everything you need with your finances in order. Just be sure not to leave until having all of your ducks in a row. Try to save up at least a few months worth of your living expenses before you leave. When you are looking for a place to live within your budget, please remember to factor in that you will have to pay remaining other bills as well as still feed yourself. So don't get something that's too expensive for you to live in, and then that's the only bill you can pay, because all of it is towards your rent, because you can't afford to eat, you can't afford your light bill, you can't afford you have to be very careful about how you choose where you will live. So every time you find a place within your budget, calculate what all your bills will be if you were living there to see if you can handle it. So after you have all your finances in order and you found your place within your budget and everything, it's showtime. It's time to move out and leave the nest. The thought of leaving the nest and moving out for the first time on your own, it can be kind of intimidating, but no need to be intimidated. It's something to be so excited about, because you can do this and you can do it very well. Leaving the nest will take you being bold enough to trust yourself and being financially disciplined. But you can do anything you set your mind to. Leaving the nest and growing your wings is definitely something to be excited about. So have fun while independently exploring adulthood. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button for your girl and subscribe while you're at it so that you can join the fam. And tap on that bell so that you'll be notified when your girl drops another video. You know I'll be back real soon. Until next time, peace.